it?
Pretty stupid.
I should have thrown you off that cliff back there.
Interesting face. Looks like a crazy Viking dame in a trench coat.
What were you doing up here?
What does it look like?
Like you got dumped.
I'll know better next time.
I don't care what you do as long as you don't get strained through my radiator.
Look, I'm grateful for the ride and I'm sorry I scared you. But if you don't mind, just shut up and take me somewhere or let me out.
Men pile out of the sedan! One guy with a gun! You got a real bullet! Then something hisses into a shoulder. He swings around to get it with his foot, just a little too late.
Something hits me across the forehead. All time and distance goes. Explosions inside my head, all mixed up with her screaming and my nausea, and my hate for those bastards. I hear her voice, pleading and murmuring like a wounded animal, and my eyes are shut.
My hands are soft on his face, and his mouth is a hot, hungry thing that tries to drink me down. I take him out the way just enough so he can kiss my neck, run his lips across my shoulders.
I love you, Mike. I love you even when you're all filled up with trouble. An accident got you into it, so stay out of it.
I don't give a damn if Congress, the President, and the Supreme Court tell me to lay off. The feds can be as cagey as they like, but nothing ever happens. So you get the big shots to testify. What happened when the big bankers testified? I can show you where they committed perjury in minutes of the hearings. And you know what happened? A slap on the wrist. Nothing. They're too big to do anything with. They have too much dough and too much power. And if they talk, too many people are going to go under. What the hell with them? When I get to them, you won't have much trouble from them ever again. You look more tired than before, but I love you more than ever.
So I'm tired. Underneath, I'm beautiful.
Who can dig down that deep? Except me, maybe.
Just you, honey.
I never get tired of looking at him, even after he gets beat up bad. He's everything you need, just when you needed a bundle of man that can be hard or soft or terrifying, but whatever it is, it's what you want. And I'm all wrapped up in and around and through him. You know what?
What?
I can't stop writing like Mickey Spillane. He gets under your skin and then you're hooked. Your lines and sinkers all mixed up together. I'll try to escape, but I feel trapped inside this gritty, hard-boiled, sexist, tobacco-smoking piece of goddamn fiction I've been reading.
Actually, to me, it feels kind of comforting.
Maybe it's a guy thing. This is a celebration of callousness, narcissism, and brutality. The Mike Sledge character is no snickering gangster or mistakenly accused everyman or brave iconoclast. He relishes violence, and he's a psychopath.
Psychopath?
Yes! Read the book by Kevin Dutton. He measures people on a psychopathic scale for charm, persuasiveness, manipulation, ruthlessness, lack of empathy.
And
The profession that rates highest is CEO. Also high are jobs in media, journalism, and the clergy.
oh my God!
And he says some of us would do well to psychopath up a little, learn something about success. These people aren't necessarily violent, but they're assertive, don't procrastinate, are cool under pressure, don't beat themselves up, and don't take things personally.
Sounds like I definitely need to psychopath up.
They also have something called cold empathy. Warm empathy is when you actually feel what the other one's feeling. Cold empathy is when you're very aware of what they're feeling, but you don't feel it yourself. You use it to manipulate them to get what you want.
Oh no! That sounds like my mother!
He's young and good-looking till he smiles. Crooked rows of stained teeth make him an expensively dressed punk on a
in.
Expecting someone else?
I don't know what you have to say.
Whatever it takes to make you point that heater someplace else.
You can't talk that loud or that long, friend.
Lily makes breakfast, her crazy eyes vacillating between excitement and fear and hunger. She's all dressed up with no place to go.
A beautiful doll with funny eyes that say she's been around too long and seen too many things.
I'm excited. I like doing those sailors.
And I could see it down there.
What are you doing down there? Son of a bitch.
It's an outrage. It's a scandal.
Hey, Jack, I thought you was a farmer. This place looks like a junkyard. Now I want the proof, and I want it now. Let's go.
I didn't know anything about you. I didn't care.
Poor people will vote against their own interests because they dream of being rich and crazy identify with the rich. Oh, it's our screwed up value system that equates rich with good, and that goes back to Calvinism and Christianity. And I am not even mentioning our complete lack of understanding about fragility as strength.
Okay, calm down.
I hate when people tell me to calm down.
My screams pierced the night, but nobody moved. Just sacks of grain, long emptied, billowing.
But each day we come a little closer, and each night retreat a little farther away.
Well, can I carry that for you? Can I help?
And so we walk, or rather crawl, bits of earth and rock on our bare bellies.
Scrape them off. Change into a clean strip.
Your idea of freedom is different than mine.
Just delete. Pretend it never was. Expunge! Expunge!
Oh my God, he's getting poetic.
Wrong, chum. He's been poetic the whole time, just in a different style.
Craven volume, an inevitable pulp, a squishy population of retrospective fraud.
Ooh, listen to him.
Can you not hear the approaching evolution, the card game that never ends, finally ending? Neighbor, I have no place to go. Nowhere but the sea, and that is rising.
Oh, so now you want my help. How many times did I offer it, but you were too good, too self-sufficient?
I've changed. I've grown. I'm more humble.
Yeah, right. We say everything, even the words in parentheses.
We speak our own thoughts and the thoughts of all the characters.
What we're seeing and feeling and touching and remembering, and what the characters are seeing and feeling and touching and remembering.
We lay the ribbon out flat and guide it along the floor.
Oh, let's bring in more characters, just for one scene.
But no more than 10. The guy who wrote the book said he never saw a successful scene with more than 10 people in it.
Everyone's under surveillance. Everything is a secret. This is one paranoid play.
And the whole femme fatale thing? Incredible that hasn't died.
It seems to come slowly, the way sleep does when you're too tired. The gradual coming together of two people. Slow, then faster, then blur of surrender.
You're a nice kid, but you're in your brother's world. I could go crazy nuts about you, but I still wouldn't trust you. They got Ganda. She went into Billy Miss and walked into a trap. Get a squad and get her out of there. They may be working her over.
I go home and sleep. Shouldn't waste time, but can't be half out of my feet either.
Images and outcomes whirl through his mind as he sleeps.
been running away the whole time, with no destination.
Wait, where are you? I thought you were right behind me, but when I turned around, you weren't there.
I see things in your eyes. Things I thought didn't exist. Things that scare me. Things I want.
Oh, stop it. You'll get your breakfast. Just give me a moment. And stop licking my lips with your tongue.
I can't help it. I'm seriously salivating.
Please, let me finish. I was describing my grandmother's room.
Pitted prune? Did you say pitted prune?
I was squealing like a baby squirrel caught on a branch. Bleachy, blasphemous, belching.
You mean flub? Raspy? Miniature?
Yes, exactly. And immersed in the folds of memory.
Murmuring like a corpse. A living corpse?
Yes, because this is not a normal day.
No.
This is a beginning day. A day of preparation for something new.
The day I'm going to save you. The day I'm going to save the world. He found something else to turn into even more cash. Information.
What do you mean? Wait! The picture was almost perfect now.
Trouble was, I couldn't figure out who drew it.
I'm going to go find out.
Without looking, I know he has a gun, and I know there are more of them.
Real men don't fight Mutwa. That's what he said.
What the hell is Mutwa?
Look, military operations other than war. What do those generals think? People are still fighting in uniforms with special colors, charging forth in lines on horses with swords drawn.
Then there are the justifications for killing civilians.
Euphemistic distancing.
As in collateral damage? What a weasel-worded answer.
My lie was not an aberration of stressed-out soldiers screwing up. Those soldiers were following deliberate policies dictated at the highest levels.
At best, it gets revealed after 60 years. At worst, never.
Maybe it's time some of this stuff gets leaked.
This is inability to distinguish between achievement and morality.
Okay, calm down.
I hate when people tell me to calm down.
It's time some of this stuff gets leaked. Maybe it's time some of this
Maybe it's
stuff
time
gets
some of
leaked.
this stuff gets
Maybe it's
leaked.
time some of this
Maybe it's
stuff
time some of this
gets
stuff
leaked.
gets leaked.
Still rumored, but scaring the hell out of everyone. Drone warfare technology, the software. Some evil genius might have figured out how to override it and control all the drones, turn them against their own countries.
Now that was only a matter of time.
Look in the mirror and you can see the future.
What do you mean by that?
And there it is, a chunk of metal people have died for. And all this time, it was in the stomach of a girl who was ready to do anything to keep them out of it. The key to the whole deal.
And somehow, Billy Miss knew all about it. But how?
Billy was expecting somebody else who was all packed and ready to leave town.
I ram the door so hard it kicks him back into the room. And while he's reaching for his rod, I smash his nose into a bloody mess. He makes a second try. And this time I kick the gun out of his hand and pick him up to go over him good.
Mike pulls him out where he wants him and puts one in his ribs and coming up his throat. Now he's ready when Billy does.
No! I want him alive so bad I shake him like a rag doll. And when his mouth lolls open under those blank eyes, I throw him away from me.
Billy's broken face leers at him, the eyes seeing nothing.
Billy missed! Who knew where Velda was? Who was going to give me the pleasure of killing him slowly?
You forgot about me, Mike.
I almost did, didn't I?
You shouldn't have done that, Mike.
No.
He was the only one who really loved me. And I love him! You crumb you!
This is enormous. This has consequences. This will be remembered. This is exhausting. This is how it is. This is a day like any other. This is a day different than all other days. This is...
I love you, kid! I love